Hey, yo, what is poppin'? It's your boy Whiteout, and there is some more security camera footage. Maybe doorbell camera to be exact. That's right. Today we are going to be watching 8 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. I don't even know what to think. Home invasions? Is it going to be robbery? Is it just going to be a whimsical little Amazon man? Let's lock in for this. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got today.
This clip was captured at 5 in the morning on October 2nd, 2022. In it, 3 men are shown standing in front of this house's front door. They're carrying weapons and wearing masks resembling the ones from the movie The Purge.
Oh, nice. Gotta
One
love
of them sees the
that.
doorbell camera and immediately puts his hand over it. For a good portion of the video, all you can see is his glove. But for a second, he uncovers the camera, revealing all 3 men up close.
They don't even know what they're doing. What? They have no idea. What?
They're seen leaned up against the wall and crouching low to the ground, clearly trying to stay out of the view of anyone inside. That's when the homeowner finally wakes up to all the motion-detected notifications on his phone. He pulls up the app, but all he sees is a glove covering the camera. Having not yet seen the earlier footage, he goes on the speaker and tries to identify who's on his front porch.
That should scare them, right?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
They ain't budging.
Hello?
The men do not respond, so the homeowner called the police. By the time the police arrived, though, the men were gone.
Did he
Many
see them?
believe they were trying to lure the homeowner into opening the door so they could rob him. But why then not try to convince him to come to the door when he came on the doorbell speaker?
Why didn't the guy watch the doorbell camera while he was talking to the police? Kind of little multitask, had him on speaker, and then see that they left. Unless if he did see that they leave and that context was just left out. But, damn.
It's more likely they were
never
trying to
get
pick
caught.
the lock while
What,
the camera
like-
was being covered. What they then plan
Oh,
to
they
do when they
failed
got
that.
inside is anyone's best guess. This woman had just gotten back from walking her dog. Her doorbell camera shows her starting to take off the dog's leash when she looks over to the right, causing her to quickly pick up her dog and get inside. Immediately, we
God,
find out
no.
why. A man comes into frame and walks right up to the front door.
He's got his hand in his
He tries
pocket.
the handle, but she managed to lock it just in time. The man then starts putting on gloves. And
Wow,
she
he had
also mentioned how
gloves.
he was carrying zip ties. He looks
Damn.
into the house and tries the door handle multiple more times within the next few minutes. Eventually, her neighbor comes outside. To this, the man picks up a nearby garden hose and acts like he's doing yard work.
Bro doing nothing.
Once the neighbor left, the man walks around to the house's back door.
Camera recording.
Did she call the cops?
He tried forcing the back door open, to which the homeowner locked herself in a room and called the police.
So, she didn't call the cops right away. This dude's standing outside of her house. And he's on your property. You can tell him to get off your property, but you're going to wait until he actually starts trying to kick the door in. Why? Like, it's usually too late by then. Because he could kick the door open. The cops are still going to take a while to come. At least he'd be mid-kicking the door open while the cops were coming.
The time it took them to arrive, the man tried breaking in almost every window to the house.
Jesus.
He broke off the screen to one of the back windows, but was ultimately unsuccessful at getting inside.
Damn.
By the time police
Horrible.
arrived, he had left. There wasn't much the police could do by that point.
Classic.
The homeowner
For
ended
real.
up posting the video to TikTok in the hopes that someone could identify the man. As far as I could find, no one could. Ten-year-old Graydon Dowland is a kid from Riverton, Utah. It was around 6 p.m. on a night in December. He was alone walking home from basketball practice this night. At some point during his walk, he noticed a 4-door sedan driven by 2 men slowly lurking around behind him. Graydon said he started walking faster when he saw it. Then the car drove up right next to him. The men inside rolled down their windows and told Graydon they had candy in the back seat, trying to entice him inside.
Ain't no way.
This happened only blocks away from his house. He ignored the men and only started to walk even faster away from them. A few seconds pass, and he makes it to his house's front porch. His family's house had a doorbell camera, and as Graydon approached, you're actually able to see the car in the background. He continues to look over at it as he walks up to the front door. He tries the front door handle, but realizes it was locked. At the exact same time, the car's reverse lights turn on and it starts heading towards him.
Where are the parents at? Yeah, hit him with the rock. Hit him with the rock. That's the move.
Graydon yells out and quickly grabs nearby rocks to defend himself. He then runs to his next door neighbor's house.
Where were the parents?
Their door was unlocked, so he let himself in and immediately locked it behind him.
Valid. First off, why are you leaving your door unlocked, neighbors? That's weird. Second off, I mean, valid, though. Good job.
The car can then be seen turning around and following him. For the next several minutes, the car lurks around the area, waiting for Graydon to come back outside.
Damn, these people are persistent.
Police were called and a report was made. Graydon described the men as being in their 30s or 40s with no facial hair. Both Graydon's family and the police have almost no doubt in believing the men were trying to kidnap him that night.
Why didn't he drop the backpack? I mean, I feel like you can run a lot faster. I guess you don't really think about those situations when you're in them, though. But, like, oh my god, that's weird. They really said they had candy in the back? First off, that's like the #1 rule in the book. You don't get in the car if they have candy. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of candy. You don't get in the car. I mean, like, that's the oldest trick in the book, for real. Why would you even consider, like, doing that as an actual, like, person? Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's dumb in general, don't get me wrong. The entire idea of it and everybody who does it, absolutely dumb. But it's just like, that's what you're going to go with? Like, that's embarrassing on their part. This kid should have thrown rocks at his car. This kid probably would have, like, messed them both up. Let's be for real. Also, where were the parents? I mean, you got a doorbell camera, but you don't seem to be pretty watching. Does your kid have a phone? Probably not if he's, like, you know, didn't call the cops then. Where were the parents?
This clip shows a mother and her kids quickly packing their belongings in response to an evacuation notice.
Whoa, is that a fire or is that a tornado?
It happened in Canyon County, California, around the time a wildfire was raging across the area. In the back of the footage, you can see it.
Tornadoes.
Fire and smoke loom over the neighborhood and the hills behind.
That looks fire, though. I mean, literally, but that looks really cool.
But they don't know how much time they have. Eventually, a man runs across the street, warning the family that the fire was coming up.
Oh, there's a fire over here. I thought this was the fire. I think that's a cloud. The fire's right there, guys. Not this. That's just the sky looking good, I guess. That's on me. My bad. Why are you guys running inside?
They finally leave the neighborhood, evacuated to safety at a nearby hotel. A few days later, the fire around the home died down, and they were able to return and survey the damage. Somehow, their house remained untouched.
Wow.
Although the same can't be said for others in the neighborhood. Multiple nearby homes were completely destroyed by the fire.
That's something to be grateful for. Your house wasn't even touched? That's insane.
This video was
I wonder how
uploaded to
that
TikTok
happens.
in order to warn others to be aware of their surroundings. In the video, the uploader, who was a mother named JoJo, and her son Daniel are returning home late at night. They open the front door and go inside. Once they close the door behind them, a man can be seen in the frame, walking up to the house.
So creepy.
He immediately tries opening the door.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Please, Daniel. Who's that?
God, that is a creepy man.
JoJo and Daniel engage in an argument, with JoJo telling him to go shower while he says he's too tired. Yet this doesn't drown out the clear sound of someone grabbing the front door handle only seconds after JoJo had locked it.
Ooh, that dude creepy.
She looks outside and sees this man. She yells out for him to leave. The man takes one step back, but stays in front of the camera. He doesn't respond, rather just stands there with a blank expression.
Who is that? Get out of here.
Bro's on a different server. I don't know what's going
Get
on with
outta
him right
here.
now.
There's a guy outside. Look.
It's not known where the man came from. It's hard to see with the door blocking the view.
That guy looked creepy. What?
Some think he had been following the two all the way back home, while others believe he was camped out next to the home, specifically waiting for them to return. Either way, what he had planned to do if that door was unlocked is unclear. Jojo called the police, but the man was gone by the time they arrived, so it's likely we'll never be able to know for sure.
Where does it go wrong? Like, that's my question, is like, where does it go wrong? Like, you grow up, you know, you do all your due diligence and such, you do whatever you do as a kid, and then like, where does it just like spiral out into this? Like, what? I don't understand where it goes
In June of
wrong.
2021, a woman posted a set of Ring camera videos to the internet. She explained how her mother had recently installed 2 Ring cameras around their house. On one of the first few nights of having the cameras, her phone would get spammed with motion-detected notifications. She reviewed them, and this is what she saw.
So, is that some movement? Oh, he's going around to the side now. This is gonna be another guy that watches people, like, sleep, like a weirdo. Oh. No way, is he stealing something from their bushes? He's taking, like, some, what are those, like?
Some man was walking around the outside of the house. Though, something she picked up on almost right away was how easily he was doing it, like as if he already knew the exact layout of the outside of the house. She worried this wasn't his first time. He would walk around looking in different windows, which included hers. Seeing this, she called the cops and reported it. They later showed up, but by that time the guy was gone. There wasn't much they could do. They basically just told her to keep her blinds, curtains, and windows closed at all times. She rightfully worried he might show up again, so she set up a trap of sorts outside her window. She strung a piece of rope between 2 trees, hoping the man wouldn't see it and would trip over it, making a lot of noise, alerting.
What in the hell? She tried to like Tom and Jerry this fool. She said we're gonna Scooby-Doo this mofo. We're gonna tie 2 pieces of rope around trees and hope he falls. That's hilarious. Yo, W woman, whoever this is, W initiative right there. Let's take it.
Disturbingly, exactly a week later at 2 a.m., she would hear someone trip over the rope.
I hope he trips. Oh my god, he does?
Immediately,
No
she
way.
pulled out her phone and opened the live camera feed. Standing directly outside of her window looking in was the same man from before.
What do you get out of this? Bro's weird. I want to see him trip.
After she saw this footage, she went up to her mother's room and told her about the man. The 2 of them went back to the window, opened the curtains, and started banging on the glass to scare the man off. They called the police, but once again, when they arrived, the man was gone. The woman and her mother ended up moving to a new house.
Damn,
They
you
never
moved
heard
your
anything
whole
more from
house.
police, leaving them to believe that he was never caught.
This man made them move a whole house. They made them move to a different house. That's how unsafe this guy made them feel. That is insane. That is disgusting on this guy's part. What do you get out of watching people sleep? Like, what do you get out of it? You know how many people this has to actually happen to nowadays that don't have cameras like this? This probably happens so much more often than we expect. I don't understand why it happens, but this actually probably happens so often because this is probably one of the most cases besides burglary or like anything like that gets seen. It's always like somebody staring out a window or somebody robbing you. What's the point of staring in the window? Like, I don't understand the point behind it. Do one of you guys actually understand? Do one of you guys do this? Honestly, that's weird if you do. I'm not going to lie. That's weird. You're weird. Like, what? I don't see the
This
point
doorbell
behind
footage
it.
shows the sudden explosion of a home in Arlington, Texas.
Explosion?
It was 2 a.m. on January 1st, 2022, when a few houses down, the giant explosion goes off.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Whoa.
The explosion was reported to have been caused by a gas appliance that wasn't fully shut off.
Always happens.
Fortunately, no one was in the home when it happened. In fact, there were no injuries resulting from the incident.
Ooh, ironic. Nobody was in the home. A little insurance fraud right there. I don't know.
However, the damage was extensive. Not only did the house suffer major structural damage, but flying debris hit nearby buildings as well.
Big house.
Residents in the apartments across the street reported blown out windows from the explosion. Parked vehicles also were damaged. The authorities received multiple calls immediately after the explosion went off.
Like a gas leak, but doesn't there
This
have to be
video
a
was
flame?
uploaded to TikTok in September of 2022. The uploader said it was about 3 a.m. when his doorbell camera captured a man walking across the street. He walks directly towards the house's front porch and eventually right up to the camera, at which point you can see the man is wearing some kind of mask with a drawn-on mustache.
He's got a drawn-on mustache. What? I can't really see it. It's really bright. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I see it now. What's the point of looking in the
homeowner
camera?
eventually woke up from all the notifications on his phone. He sees the man looking inside through his windows and trying to open his door. To this, he immediately threw on some clothes and went outside to confront the man.
Ooh, we're about to get some confrontation out here. What? He's gonna go out there and he's gonna talk to him? Go whoop him a new one. He's got a golf club. And he's wearing a robe. God. I thought he was gonna go out there with like a 12 gauge. First off, didn't he go that way? Second off, couldn't the guy just be hiding in the corner over there? The second he leaves, he runs in, locks the door behind him. Like, couldn't he just do that? On some Tom and Jerry stuff? Like, couldn't he just do that? For real.
Called the police and sent in a report. Likely nothing came of this. The uploader never gave an update, but considering the man was wearing a mask, he probably won't ever be identified.
Ah, man. It's just like, let's start identifying people for real. I don't know what to tell you. Let's start identifying people. Like, let's hop on that, you know? I don't really know how we're going to do that if they're wearing masks. Honestly, they're right. But, like, at the same time, it's like, there's got to be, like, better ways of doing it. Also, we should try to figure out how to make night vision, but make it colorful, like as if it was day vision. You know what I'm saying? Because night vision's cool and all, you get to see. But imagine if night vision could be, like, correctly colored to make it look like daytime. That would be pretty slick. That would be actually really cool. Anyways, those are some crazy doorbell camera footage. I'm not going to lie. Some of them were insane. Some of them weird. I don't understand why you like looking into people's windows while they're sleeping. I genuinely don't get it. I don't know if I will get it, but you know, some things honestly probably are left unsaid, you know. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, make sure you absolutely smash that like button. Honestly, it's pretty cringy if you haven't, but you know what? This got you one step closer to being a better individual. That's right, a little better up here. You know why? Because now you're thinking to yourself, do I want to invest into a doorbell cam? I don't know if you want to. If you do, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. It doesn't really matter. This isn't like sponsored by a doorbell thing or anything like that. But at least I gave you that idea. Now, all you guys got to do is a little thing for me, and that's hit that subscribe button, because if you haven't, what are you doing, bro? Just subscribe, join the Whiteout Army. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.